So basically what we are going to talk is about like what should be our strategy for next 90 days. Okay. And what are the things that you should keep in mind in the very first, I will say first half of your preparation, like next 45 days. Okay. Because next 45 days will decide how you are going to write your second half, because second half is something where you will be n number of test series, be it your optional, be it your GS, be it your essay at your peak. When I say at your peak, it means in next 45, 50 days, you will be at the position, you will be well read. Means well, is voice low? Is my voice low? Can someone confirm? Is it audible? Is it okay now?
So still low.
Now, is it okay? Fine. Okay, thank you. So what I was supposed to say, like in next, I mean, second half of your 45 days, you will be writing your test series at your best. You will be writing your answers at your best, because you will be having well-read content at your disposal. But at the same time, whatever you are reading, whether you are able to incorporate in your mains answers is the struggle, real struggle, I will say. Okay, so in such situation, what will be my first suggestion? I will start, this session is a general session. Okay, I will start what should be your ideal strategy. At what points you should check in yourself, whether whether you have a mentor, whether you have a guide, whether you have a peer group, but there should be certain checkpoints. Okay, where you should check yourself ki abhi preparation kis line pe hai. So first thing, I will start with the optionals. See, when we look at the optionals, what uh, we have almost 4 to 5 days gap, okay, to prepare. And then when we look at the optional, we have so much to read about. So whosoever it is, apart from science optionals, what I will say, apart from science optionals, okay, I'm talking about the humanities, whosoever it is, you should be having a short notes kind of things at your disposal. Okay, when I say short notes, it means, okay, I will be sharing certain short notes in the channel itself so that you can have a fair idea what I mean by short notes. Okay, uh, then second thing, like what I mean by short notes, like 5 days you can revise the same at least 10 times. Okay, the notes that can be revised within 2-3 hours. Okay, the notes that can be revised within 2-3 hours, it is short notes. When I say short 2-3 hours, what I mean, suppose you are writing your optional paper first in the early morning and you leave your home by 6. Okay, the time between 6 to your writing paper is like 2 hours. And if you have that kind of concise notes which can be revised in those 2 hours, means जितना syllabus में topic दिया ना, at least उन topics के through go through हो गए आप, you are in the best position. Believe me, you will be able to incorporate your thinkers, you will be able to incorporate your write-ups, case studies, some books, some references, whatever it is. Certainly अगर वो well revised है just before the examination, because that's what I call episodic memory. ठीक है, pictographic memory. Sometimes you just know that you know everything, especially those who are in the later attempts. Okay, by end of 50 days you will be having a kind of I will say acumen that you can entertain any question if you got the content. But the moment you are writing examination, whether you are able to learn or say memorize the things that you have to write or not, that is an art. Okay, even if you cannot, if you can revise the same within 2 hours, certainly you will be having it, like having a short notes at your disposal, you will be able to do it. Similarly, second half, you have an ample amount of time, you can do the same with the short notes. Okay, so these short notes will be applicable for each GS paper as well. Now, when I say GS papers, for example, ethics is through keywords. Okay, when I say ethics is about the keywords, 1-2 keywords certainly can give you whole answer For example, let's suppose that take example of say citizen charter. Okay, paper 2 is there, paper 4 is there. You must have read about the citizen charter during preparation. Okay, so if you start reading about the citizen charter, you will be finding these keywords. First, user charges, standardization of services, types of services, timelines of service. Means whatever I'm saying, if I say only timeline, then you should be able to remember that what I have to explain through timeline. This is what I meant when I say short notes. Grievance redressal mechanism. I will not write whole word. GRM. Whether we have. Okay. Then user charges in. Now user charges. When I will just explain this one, because when I say user charges is something that people pay for certain kind of services. Okay, so it's not about the payment. It's about the respecting what kind of service you are getting. Okay. When it is in confrontation with the freebie culture, okay, whether the wastage is there, economical sense is there, whether you own it. Okay, these kind of things you should be ready with your short notes. Now the short notes will depend upon what kind of strength area you have. Someone is very good with the article numbers in the GS2. Why he or she will remember or write about these things? Someone is not good with the case laws. The person should certainly have at least some recent case laws mentioned in his or her short notes. Okay. Then moving forward, suppose GS1 is there. Whether you have the schemes at your disposal, means you cannot write all the schemes, but related to your syllabus only. See, what I suggest, how to find the relevance of the scheme. See, government जिसके ऊपर ज्यादा पैसा खर्च कर दिया है, that you should remember. प्रधानमंत्री किसान सम्मान निधि, you should remember. प्रधानमंत्री बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, it should be there. विश्व गुरु टर्म बार बार आ रहा है, ये भी it should be there. खेलो इंडिया, it should be there. अब जो छोटी मोटी है स्कीम जो नहीं दोबारा यूज हो रही, 2014-15 में थी, still you can avoid. Whether when you are talking about the women empowerment, when you are talking about particularly the say indexes, whether you remember the index numbers. अब index numbers तो याद रहते हैं, कोई बात नहीं, एक बार को prelims mode में थे या कुछ. Whether you know the components on what parameter these indexes are being made. So this is for quality answers. As I said, those who are writing their second mains and have scored a pretty good marks, I will say 700 or nearby is a good marks. Okay, so you were in the fighting category. 100 marks improvement, you are in. That's it. Okay, so 100 marks हो जाता है. कई बार सिर्फ पेपर में improve करना होता है, किसी एक में 25-30 तो वहाँ बैठे होते हैं. हो गया. ठीक है, ऐसे में हो गया कुछ improve. So what I mean, you should be ready with your own strength and weakness area. What my strength is might not be strength of Alok. So he might have to write his strength over there. ठीक है. तो short notes वाला चीज समझ में आया. Now short notes ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए 60-70 पेज का short notes से बना दिया GS के पेपर 1 के. Okay, it should be maximum 30-40 pages. Especially the area that you don't remember. First thing. Okay, so why I am asking to make these notes together? Okay, reason for the same कि अभी से if you start working upon it, you will be having 20 pages, 25 pages, and believe me, वो होता है ना कि कुछ ना होने से कुछ होना अच्छा है. Something is better than nothing. You will be having something at your disposal. At the same time, when you are going for your tests, say test series, say writing daily answers, you are going for anything. Just before your test, revise only 7 pages. Say, suppose you are writing your first test in the end of June. Okay, first full length test, suppose, and you just revise your 7 pages. कुछ तो क्वालिटी कंटेंट रहेगा जो आपको पता है कि ये मैंने 7 पेज का भी पढ़ा और ये मुझे पेपर में इंट्रोड्यूस करना है, इनकॉर्पोरेट करना है. Fine. So optionals should be at your, I will say, prime importance for the time being in terms of shortcuts. Now I will talk about the checks. Okay, so first check is like, it's our mental issue. We say that we need to be a perfect while writing answers, we need to be perfect while attempting paper, we just keep delaying the things. Okay, I will say rather than delaying, analyzing your paper will give you good marks. Suppose you attempted a test and it was, you were able to cover only 60% of that syllabus, and in that 60% what you found basically कि चलो let's think about it, हम 60 से पेपर दे आते हैं, 40% जो भी इधर उधर से आएगा we will make it out. ठीक है, कुछ ना कुछ बना के अपन लिख लेंगे वहां पे. Now when you analyze, first thing what you dealt, you know that those who have appeared for mains and those who have not, you should know it. Okay, there is a surprise element during the mains. There might be 2-3 questions which you will hear for the first time, which you will just see that ये भी कोई concept है क्या, ये इसको कैसे link कर दिया, ये तो GS2 में आना था, GS3 में क्या कर रहा है. So such kind of surprises are there by UPSC. So what you have to do, you will be prepared for the same. Now if you are not prepared well enough for the certain topic, you will utilize your application mind. Okay, so don't delay test, whatever it is. Don't delay your daily answer writing if you're doing any. This will be my simple request to each one and everyone, those who wants to clear this maths. Second, suppose you appeared for the test and the question came on Indian monsoon and that topic you did not revise. And now you are into the mode that had I revised, I would have written better. So what? You would have got 4 marks in a test series. Now you wrote, now go back, analyze. When you got the copy, scribble there only. Like margins where the evaluator is writing something, you just write there only. You just write it off. Why page for those. Okay. Then what happens when you write there and then only you will be able to remember. Now, if you're writing daily answers, suppose you have to go for the test. Rather than I will say keep studying, just look at your copies, what mistakes you did, what mistakes you did not. Or I must say that what were your strength areas. Comparing the both, you should go for the next test. And it do not take more than 15-20 minutes. If you scribble, analyze your copies just before your full length test and all. Okay, so first check, don't delay anything. Second check, what happens? Like suppose I get very less marks in GS2 in one of the tests. Because I know that within 10 days you guys will be in the test mode only. So that's why I'm talking from the test mode perspective. Okay, suppose you get low marks in GS2. So what they will do is they will start doing each and everything for the GS2. They will just keep aside all the subjects. No, all the subjects demand equal importance. Okay, so you keep the pace for everything. You have to do everything. You don't have to be strong in every only one area. Rather than you have to be average in 4 areas. Okay, मतलब 4 areas में average तो होना ही है GS के. But at least 1 or 2 should be exceptional for a service. That's how it works. अगर सब में 90 है और 2 में 110 आ गए हैं, ठीक है, मतलब 2 में 110 हो गए, बाकी 2 में 90, still you are in that mode. 400 मार्क्स मिनिमम है, ये मैं मिनिमम की बात कर रहा हूं मैं. Your ideal target should be 110. किसी में 125 भी आएगा ना, तो किसी में 105 भी होगा, 115 भी आएगा किसी में. बट अगर ये हो गया ना कि 80 मार्क्स 60 मार्क्स, बाकियों में 120 वो एक पेपर फिर डुबा देता है पूरी कट ऑफ. फाइन. Second check that I will suggest, plenty. Okay, dilemma of plenty. Don't go for the multiple sources. Whatever UPSC question is there, the basics will be answered even with the NCERT. Okay, and any current affairs. Stick to prevalent materials. अब सेम चीज को अलग अलग तरीके से पढ़ने का फायदा नहीं है. Don't go for multiple current affairs magazine and all. Stick to one source, one resource. ठीक है, जब मोदी जी भी कह रहे हैं कि वन नेशन वन टैक्स वन कार्ड, तो आप लोगों को भी नहीं जाना है. मान लीजिए उनकी बात, सीधी सी बात है. ठीक है, वन रिसोर्स मोर देन इनफ. If you are confused with the resource, no need to think here and there, just message us. आपको टाइम बर्बाद नहीं करना है आपको अपना. It's our duty, we will handle it. Okay. Then the third check comes. This check is most important, where I guess 30% of the aspirants lose battle over here. Okay, so it will come after 30 days or 40 days of your preparation, just before the second phase. So what will happen? You will find that you have not read anything. पता नहीं कहाँ चला गया time. You just joined certain classes. You just wrote certain things. Peer group में discussion, चाय पे चर्चा होती गई, and you are doing nothing literally. Okay, so you will be in that position. But certainly, all these things you were productive at that time. I'm not talking about the illogical guys, so I cannot help them. Okay, but if you were involved in these things, you were productive. But you will find that you are struggling with the speed. You will find that a particular topic nahi ho raha. Just let us know, we will handle it. Why aspirants lose battle over here? They just keep writing. Koi review nahi, koi kuch nahi. And then suddenly their mains marks get slow. Okay, near the cutoff, above the cutoff, just on the cutoff. So what happens then? Like during that phase, either aspirant will be in the mode like I have to study more, लिख तो मैं लूंगा, मुझे आता ही नहीं. Okay. Second, let me write. I will not analyze. In both the cases, one loses the whole. So you have to take Madhyam Marga for Gautam Buddha. Okay. Like then you have to take Madhyam Marga. It's like you have to keep reading. See, whosoever is clearing prelims, or even if he is not and is a good student, okay, I think he or she can write the main answers. You do not require some kind of rocket science. Okay, third thing. Fourth thing, it will come in the like 50 to 60 days, just before the say last month of your mains examination. Coaching mafia issue. So coaching mafia issue क्या होता है? Though I am owning one as well now, ठीक है? But issue क्या है? There is a general trend. Starting में marks कम दे दो, 2 दे दो, 3 दे दो, then suddenly high दे दिए. अब even if you're not meeting the demand of the question, you are getting the marks. You will be like you are on right side. So even if you do not have access to any mentor or something, in any case, what you have to ensure a good peer who just reviews whether you are meeting the demand of the question or not. Because believe me, it's not about the marks. It's not about the marks. Okay. So you do not have to think about it. UPSC marks अपनी तरीके से देगा, उनके वो हैं पैरामीटर सेट और वो देता है. That's it. And you have to work on it. ठीक है. Last checkpoint आता है in the last. Mindlessly giving just mocks. मीन्स हर टेस्ट सीरीज कहती है हम 15 दिन के बाद चेक नहीं करेंगे, 15 दिन के बाद 15 दिन पहले कम से कम मेंस से कंप्लीट करने हैं आपको टेस्ट. सो जो सेकंड हाफ का जो लास्ट 30 डेज है उसमें यू आर जस्ट माइंडलेसली पुटिंग अप योर ऑल एफर्ट्स ऑन द मॉक्स. यू हैव टू राइट मॉक्स. व्हाट मॉक्स यूजुअली हेल्प टू डू टू अ एस्पायरेंट? फर्स्ट, whether you are able to write timely 3 hours paper or not. Second, whether you are able to incorporate or not. So your focus should be there rather than the getting marks from an institute. Okay. Now this I broke how you have to attempt overall. Now into the second part, like what should be strategy for next 90 days. First, what I will suggest, that optional should be done at any cost. And how one should do optional basically. Optional करने का भी तरीका है. People say आज मेरे optional का unit 1 का टेस्ट है. वो unit 1 तक अच्छे से पढ़ा, go over the test. So what? Those who have appeared for mains, just imagine, don't you think that the questions that are related to unit 1 that your test maker has put in the examination, but at the same time you had the knowledge of unit 2 and 3, you would have answered that question better. Why to get suboptimal marks? Now शेड्यूल बना रहे हैं, शेड्यूल बनाने वाले का उसने बना लिया, उसने रोक थोड़ी देगा आगे मत जाओ. That's why I say even if you delay 1 or 2 tests, now I'm saying delay 1 or 2 tests, not more than that, but at least cover more than 1 unit. If it is mentioned 1, you go with the 2. If it is mentioned 2, you go with the 3, 4. Starting में जितना speed रहेगा वही रहेगा. What wrong people do, they start revising the same again and again. You don't have to do that. Same is with the case of GS. Do let me know any question that whether GS1 knowledge is not helpful in the GS4, whether GS1 knowledge is not helpful in the GS3. So why to put your whole focus in the one chapter or one thing? So you have to go beyond. But the example that I gave is more good for, I will say, particularly optional. Go beyond that. Now, how to go? See, first, as I said, optional you should anyhow. That's why I said that in next date complete your paper 1. More than 20-25 days, it is not required. 20-25 days, you should complete your optionals. GS यार आप सब पढ़ रहे हो, प्रीलिम्स के चक्कर में सब पढ़ा है GS1 का. एक वर्ड हिस्ट्री ऐड कर दोगे ना, जाके कोई भी पेपर लिख के आ जाओगे GS1 का. क्या है उसमें? Fine. Now, since we know that there are certain topics that are in convergence or overlapping with the prelims, and certain topics which are specific to the mains. For example, when you talk about the agriculture is not that important from the perspective of prelims, but it is important from the perspective of mains. Internal security, not that important for the prelims, but important for the mains. Similarly, in GS1, if you go, okay, society and all, not important for the prelims. So what my suggestion will be, the topics that you have not been in touch since last 6 months, you all would have prepared for the same, but just before your prelims mode. What I call prelims mode, when you are totally into the prelims mode and you do not do anything else. So January, October, November, December, it might be that time that you guys have read these topics. So complete same. That's why I asked everyone to start with the ethics. So what I mean, suppose you are reading GS1 and you have to appear for the test. If you start from the spectrum कि पहले मैं modern history पढ़ लेता हूँ, पहले मैं modern history पढ़ लेती हूँ, what you will be finding, what you will find or what you will be struggling कि यार society वगैरह तो मैंने देखी नहीं थी, उसमें तो time लग रहा है. Now what? I have to work upon it. Got it? तो पहले वो चीज देख लीजिए जिसका आपके पास थोड़ा सा भी एक्सपीरियंस हो, थोड़ा सा भी. ठीक है, तो वो टॉपिक कंप्लीट कर लीजिए ताकि आप टेस्ट में जाए तो कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ जाए. फाइन. क्योंकि अगर छूटे, सपोज इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू रीड 1935, एटलीस्ट यू हैव सर्टेन आइडिया ना 1935 एक्ट में क्या हुआ था. इट इज गुड. नाउ फाइन, अप्रोच क्या रखनी है वो समझ में आ गया. नेक्स्ट थिंग, if it is your first attempt or it is your second attempt, I really do not care because you all have equal chances of selection. First, those who have not done even a single % of answer writing practice, even a single % of answer writing practice, I will suggest from the day one, not to do answer writing, but to convert editorials, especially small editorials, in your own languages. आपने रीड कर लिया न्यूज़पेपर, हर कोई कर रहा होगा आजकल, ओके, जस्ट राइट इट ऑन योर ओन वर्ड्स. जिन्होंने अभी तक एक भी आंसर नहीं लिखा, ये सिर्फ उनके लिए. सेकंड, those who have experience of answer writing or those who have mains experience, I do not want you to write suboptimal answer. I know that those who were in the 700 bracket, you can write any day suboptimal answer. Okay, like I was having conversation almost 3 or 4 of you after your copies, but I said that your words were there, your keywords were there. There was nothing new that I was telling you. It was all in your mind. I was just bringing it out. So what my suggestion will be, analyze Topper's copies. How to analyze? Okay. First thing, while analyzing, how the toppers have made diagrams, how they have explained the things, whether they are taking 4 lines like you or 2 lines. Okay. Now, a very, very, very crucial question comes to me when I interact with the people, or say aspirants. Sir, shall I write in pointer format or paragraph format? If you have more content, go for the pointer format. But if you have analytical content, then you have to be in paragraph format. In pointer format, your analytical skills are not being represented. Suppose if we talk about the rate of interest, saving, okay, and money supply in the market. These 3 are interrelated. If I write 3 in the point formats, I will not able to show, the interrelation amongst them. But at the same time, when I do the analysis, yeah, rate of interest मैंने बढ़ा दिया है, money supply कम हो गई है, people are putting their money in saving accounts, so saving, national saving rate बढ़ गया मेरा. Somehow I'm analyzing. This is in the paragraph format. So what kind of question is there? Either it is saying highlight, mention, or it is saying the critically examine. So commands do matter. Okay, how should we choose which topper copies? We must look for the maximum output. See, मेरे को recording बंद करना पड़ेगा इसके लिए. ऐसे पहचानने. Fine. So this is it. Analyze topper copies. Now, from now onwards, you will be getting certain links. I will say just watch it. Okay, for example, I will be posting some YouTube shorts of Simon Sinek. I will say whenever यार टॉपर को चूज करो ना, एक आधा तो मिल ही जाएगा ना आपको. उसके मार्क्स देख लो, पीटीटी पे उस ऑलमोस्ट सबके मार्क्स पड़े हुए हैं, जो ट्रांसक्रिप्ट चैनल वाली है, वहां से देख लो. कम्युनिटी ड्रिवन अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है यार. मतलब इट वाज लाइक यो छोटे सिंह बोले तो विजयवर्धन जी के टाइम का. तो इट इज देयर, पीपल आर पुटिंग ओवर देयर एवरीथिंग, सो इट्स नॉट दैट हार्ड. वरना थोड़ा थोड़ा तो अपन लोग बता देंगे अभी चैनल के थ्रू, इस टॉपर की कॉपीज फॉलो की जा सकती है. ठीक है. नाउ like I will be putting certain shorts, YouTube shorts of Simon Sinek. Okay, I will be putting certain topics. That's what I'm saying. That is a part of free initiative. Like जिस channel में आप लोग add हो, उसमें it will be there. Okay, sometimes on the main channel itself. कि how to utilize those things. I too will be analyzing certain topic copies certainly to help you guys better. Okay, so sometimes there will be a diagram. I'll share. Just copy that. How to incorporate कैसे करना वो आपको लोगों को देखना पड़ेगा. ठीक. तो more or less 70% of the session that I planned I had delivered. अभी यहाँ तक कोई किसी को दिक्कत है तो बताओ, वरना I will tell कि अप्रोच मतलब पढ़ना क्या कब कैसे है, क्योंकि वो इंडिविजुअल कस्टमाइज रहता है. If you got any query till now. हाँ मुकेश.
सर आपने जो बोला कि ऑप्शनल का नोट्स ऐसे बनाओ जो 2-3 घंटे में हो जाए। सर मैंने नोट्स बनाया है जैसे, लेकिन हर चैप्टर में करीब वही 20-25 पेज का है, तो टोटल 14 चैप्टर्स हो गए ऐसे ऑप्शनल में।
आप एक
तो
किताब
वो
लिख
कैसे कम करें?
आप एक किताब लिख दो। दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड व्हेन आई से कि यू हैव टू मेक शॉर्ट नोट्स, व्हेन आई सेड सिटीजन चार्टर, I can write the definition of citizen charter. That should be not in my notes. That should be my practice of my answer. That should be my proper notes. When I say short notes, it will be only citizen charter. अगर मेरे को definition भी लिखनी है, standard services, user charges, उससे मैं definition बना लूँगा. If I say good governance, सब छोड़ो, good governance. Okay, when I say good governance, Mukesh, we have to limit ART. मैं ART लिखूंगा, मेरे लिए वो accountability, responsibility, transparency मीन करेगा. Then GRM, grievance redressal mechanism. Okay, good governance, active participants. मैंने सिर्फ active participants लिखा है, active citizens लिख दूंगा मैं, ACT citizen. मैंने सिर्फ 10 वर्ड लिखने हैं ऐसा और मेरे गुड गवर्नेंस के नोट्स कंप्लीट हो जाएंगे. दैट्स इट. अब आप इसी को अगर एक्सप्लेन करके लिखोगे, A4 का पूरा शीट भर जाएगा. What a point. I will be sharing certain notes. Don't you worry. In upcoming times मैंने ये सेशन इसीलिए रखा है क्योंकि as a part of free initiative certain चीजें will be there at your disposal. ठीक है, तो अजीब ना लगे कि एकदम से क्या आउट क्या आ गया.
सर तो बेसिकली आप बोल रहे हैं कि कीवर्ड्स डालने का है, मतलब
शॉर्ट नोट्स में वही होना चाहिए ना. मतलब अगर मैं सिर्फ मुकेश बोलूं तो मेरे को आपकी पूरी फेस वगैरह याद आ जाएगा, मैं पूरा स्केच बना के थोड़ी बैठूंगा. मतलब पिक्टोग्राफिक मेमोरी बेसिकली मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. उसको एक्सप्लेन नहीं करना आपके शॉर्ट नोट्स में. यार पूरे साल पढ़ रहे हो, पूरे 3 महीने पढ़ोगे अब दबा के, तो उसमें सब आपको याद रहेगा ना.
अच्छा, तो सर वो प्रोसेस अभी करना है या फिर मैं ये सिलेबस को पढ़ लूं फिर उसके बाद शॉर्ट नोट बनाऊं?
साथ के साथ. वरना टेस्ट लिखोगे फिर
अच्छा,
उसमें
मतलब
इनकॉर्पोरेट
जैसे
नहीं कर, अभी नहीं करोगे, लास्ट के लिए छोड़ोगे. वही तो मैंने बोला कि चेक, वही तो पहला चेक था मेरा कि आप अभी करोगे, टेस्ट में कम नंबर आएगा, फिर लोगोगे कि मेरा वो तैयारी अच्छी नहीं थी, फिर वो जाके दोबारा करोगे. मैं कह रहा हूँ अगर पूरे नोट्स नहीं भी बने, 20% बना के अपना पहला टेस्ट दोगे, एटलीस्ट वो 20% तो टेस्ट में लिख के आओगे. पॉइंट समझ में आ रहा है ना मेरा?
हाँ सर.
ठीक है.
okay. तो सिमिलरली जीएस में भी, GS1 में भी जैसे 30-40 पेज का नोट्स हो जाए, या GS2 में भी एंटायरली 30-40 का होना चाहिए, वैसे आप बोल रहे हैं?
बस
ज्यादा नहीं,
बस.
तो सर तो बहुत कंडेंस करना पड़ेगा सारा चीज को, मतलब केवल कीवर्ड्स डाल के सिलेबस टॉपिक.
हाँ, मतलब अगर हर चीज के तो नोट्स की भी जरूरत नहीं होती ना. कुछ नोट्स तो ऐसे होते हैं, हिस्ट्री है जैसे, अब उसमें क्या नोट्स बनाओगे, डेट्स कर सकते हो अलग शॉर्ट नोट्स के नाम पे. अब ये थोड़ी गांधी जी के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स के बारे में बताओगे, वो तो आप अभी भी ऐसे लिख दोगे उस पर, है ना. तो उसको मतलब ऐसे, सर हाउ टू डू मेक proper short notes, keyword based notes for the subject. See, that's what I said, Priyanka, like we don't have to go for each and everything as a short notes. Suppose the things that are for the purpose of like understanding, suppose the currents, you can just mention the name of currents की cold कौन सा है, hot कौन सा है, warm कौन सा है basically. ठीक है, then this is understanding ना. Pressure gradient is there, temperature gradient is there, salinity is there, the flow will depend on these things. That you should not mention in notes, I guess. And if you forget, then you can certainly mention. I mean, short notes depend on your own strength and weaknesses. Okay. Okay. No more questions. Fine. So how to approach? I'll suggest first go with the ethics. Reason for the same, ethics complements your essay. You will anyhow start reading many things. Okay, so ethics will complement essay, and I will be just having a session, so you will be guys will be having a session on essay. So sometimes we need not to write whole essay, we have to write synopsis. Okay, ideally we should write one essay a week. Sometimes it is not possible, especially for the working candidates. Okay, but you can write synopsis. Synopsis is, I will tell you what it is when I will take the session on that particular thing. It just takes 45. Synopsis is like framework. Synopsis is like anything. If you have just written a synopsis, I will be there, Piyush will be there. Just send to any one of us. There is synopsis. ऐसे लिखा है कॉल पे आ गया, हाँ हो गया, ठीक है, दैट्स इट. So essay, like after running years or the last year successfully, I guess, because I guess 70% of the candidates who were in touch, constant touch, and followed were scoring somewhere like 115 above. And from last year perspective, 115 is a good mark, especially for the people those who were in the early 80s or 90s. So it was a jump of like 30, 25, 30 marks for them. So what I figured it out, like for essay, you don't have to change the person's writing style until unless there is an issue with it. You have to tinker with it. Okay, that we will discuss. So basically ethics will complement your essay. It will start your journey of your essay if you are done with the 60-70% of your ethics. Okay, for ethics, one more thing I will suggest. Ethics and essay both, basically never ever stop reading your preamble on daily basis. You should be having your quotations ready related to your preamble words. It will help you in n number of ways, mark my words. Okay, just type like this, socialist quotations for UPSC essay, and you will get n number of quotations by different personalities. Now those quotations or those quotes which are of long in nature, avoid करो ना यार, उसको क्यों परेशान हो रहे हो? उसके लिए परेशान नहीं होना, उसको उसे वहीं छोड़ दीजिए आप लोग. छोटा जो वहां पे अवेलेबल होगा एक लाइन का, उसे याद करने के लिए रख लीजिए. ओके, सर्टेन मटेरियल्स I too will be providing. Okay, no need to worry about it. But whatever you will do on your own, you will be able to incorporate or reproduce the same on the answer sheet. Okay, fine. Now second thing, I'll suggest that GS3 and GS2, you should take one of these. Okay, any one of these. Reason for the same, just yeah. So reason for the same, see, GS1 is something that is almost or properly matched with the prelims syllabus. Okay, so only word history is there. You can attempt any test after reading the word history. And word history too, if you cover from any short notes, okay, I'll let you know there are certain available in the market, and you go for the video and all, it is more than enough. 3 वर्ड वॉर है, बस उसी पे काम खत्म हो जाती है. सॉरी, 2 वर्ड वॉर है, उसी से काम खत्म हो जाती है, और तीसरे के लिए तैयारी करवानी है, मींस ये NAM वगैरह जो है अपने. इसके बाहर नहीं जाना है उनको, घूम फिर के दे विल स्टार्ट रिलेटिंग इट टू द GS2. ठीक है, बाकी वर्ड हिस्ट्री से व्हाट हेल्प्स यू मोर लाइक concepts like from what it came from the France, why democratic nations were fighting, so that helps. So I will suggest ये सारी चीजें किसी भी एक पर्टिकुलर कोचिंग का अगर मिला हुआ है कुछ, उठा के पढ़ लो, या किसी टॉपर का पढ़ा है मार्केट में, उठा के पढ़ लो. No need to go more in deep. Okay, then second thing, GS2 and GS3. Okay, now here I will try to help. In the GS2 portion, as the governance portion is something related to my optional, I will be taking some open sessions. Okay, so what I can suggest to you that governance you can realize. Okay, I will say handwritten notes, it will be there. If any particular word समझ में आता है, DM करके पूछ लेना उस टाइम पे. ठीक है, and GS3, what am I planning, because what I observed in last 2-3 years, the persons who were able to complete certain booklets, for example, economic survey, Niti agenda, vision, 3 booklets were there. Strategy at 75 Niti Aayog ka, and there was one or more 3-year plan के ऊपर था कुछ, उसका नाम भूल रहा हूं मैं. तो ये 2-3 बुकलेट्स नीति की, those who have done even in the summary portion, they were able to do good. Okay, so this is how you have to study basically. Okay, so after suppose if I say कि हाँ test आ गया GS1 का, so it's fine, do attempt that test. Word history कर लो, उससे related है तो 3 दिन में ऊपर से revise कर लो. You have to write, don't stop writing. ठीक है? So this is it, how I will say. And if you ask me that one more question that I got in the DM as a query, like how many days a subject should be given, it totally depends on your prerogative. If you are good with the GS2, why I will say that in 90 days you give equal amount to the GS2. It might be case that you can complete the same in 17 days. Do it. If you are taking two subjects together, it might be case that GS2 take your 25 days. Okay, 12 days to 25 हो गया. So you are giving, and the subject that you are carrying forward, it will take another 30 days. So it totally depends on you. Okay, now you just let me know any query if you have, else I will be coming to that what we are going to do. यार subjects का sequence क्या रहना चाहिए revision के time. See it again, I will say it totally depends on you. Why? If I'm comfortable with certain subjects, I will certainly give it to the last. But if I'm not comfortable with any particular subject, I will try to complete it at first. Okay, तो मैं उसको पहले complete करूंगा. कई बार किसी सब्जेक्ट के 3 रिवीजन चाहिए होंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल इकोनॉमिक्स, you are unable to recall many things or remember many things. You will go for it. ठीक है. Okay, fine. So I'm coming. What we are planning to do. Okay, so fine. First thing, like two things that we will do. Chetak batch will be our flagship batch. Okay, so I will recommend if you're writing Chetak mains, you should opt for the Chetak. With mentorship, without mentorship, it's your prerogative. Okay, need not to worry about it. In Chetak, what we have planned, we have divided the syllabus, okay, in 8 weeks. First, GS1, GS2, like GS4, GS1, GS2, GS3. Why so? See, GS4, we are almost doing from since the say prelims break. Okay, it might be completed as soon. GS1, we take less time. Okay, so while we will be writing GS1, we will be able to achieve to the GS2 or start reading about the GS2. In the first 4 weeks, what I planned that we will be writing 4 questions, 4 days. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, 4 questions, 4 days, but online on the Zoom in 1 hour. Online in the Zoom on 1 hour, in 1 hour. Okay, so once you will be having the 4 question practice, then we will move to the 6 questions. 6 question will be consisting of 75 or 80 marks. Okay, or sometimes 80 or 85 marks as well. So that in the last in the last days, in the last 4 weeks, you will be getting 6 questions in 1 hour. So my purpose will be to make you write at least 4 days in a week, and 3 days you can revise for the next week, at least first 2 days. Because I always say na, कि जो unit दिया उससे पहले का जाना है. So it might be case that you can complete more than 2-3 units in those 3-day gaps. Okay, then you write. Then if you opt for the mentorship, okay, I and Ashish will be there. We will be reviewing your evaluated copies. What is the difference between evaluation and the mentorship is that, see, evaluator लिख देगा, it is a good introduction. Why it is a good? Suppose it's write the bad introduction. Why it is a bad? Can it, whatever you have written, can it be drawn into some diagram? What else can be done? How it could have been represented better. These things will be work of mentor. Whether you are sitting for the test or not. Sometimes ये होता है ना कि नहीं बैठना, and mentor will force नहीं बैठ क्या, जो भी होगा बाद में देखेंगे marks का. So mentor will be there. Okay. Apart from that, okay, like this was about the paid courses. More information you can connect with the Himal ma'am anytime. Okay. What I will do on my part, as a say some free initiatives or some part of whatever support to the community, I will be coming with आज एक general session था. Okay, so I had to take general because most of you are having first mains as well. But from next times, if we are meeting, we will be meeting weekly most likely. Okay, every week I will be coming. Even if you 4 of you attend the session, 5 of you attend the session. Okay, it doesn't matter. I will be coming with the agenda. If you guys have attended my last lecture on the ethics, where I discussed one question, so I will be coming for the sessions from the areas where I was good at or where I am good at. Okay, where my mentees have performed good in the last mains. So I will be taking 45 minutes to 1 hour session. I will deliver that. I will provide notes for that, whatever I would have prepared, maybe handwritten most likely. Okay. Sometimes how to use that particular information in means 20-30 minutes classes, not more than that. Apart from that, but certainly I'm assuring you, if I do not have any other agenda, then I'm going to come on the week, in that week, with the previous year questions and its solutions and approach towards it. Again, it will be 40-45 minutes. And when I will be coming with the previous year questions, okay, so my intention would be to plug the themes, okay, to come up with the themes which are being repeated and how to entertain and what should be approached. So in the channel that you have been added, all of you have been added, okay, that will be my general channel. Whatever free initiatives will be there will be posted over there. Okay, those who are being part of mentorship batch, okay, certainly paid courses, they would be added to some different channel, and we will be communicating to some other mediums as well. Okay, that's all that I want to say from my side for the Chetan. Apart from that, I will be coming with the essay course. Okay, there will be one ethics question writing, daily 2 questions. Okay, and one more course, I guess, that I do not remember, maybe on PYQs. Okay, so that's what we are going to offer for the time. When it comes to the mentorship support, most of you have the query कि mentorship में होता क्या है, बहुत बड़ा सा word है. Okay, so basically planning and strategizing you can leave on your mentors. You need not to worry. Even if you are going here or there, we will be there to plan it out. We will be there how to plan the things from that point onwards. Okay, that's how we are going to move ahead. Fine. So this was all the agenda from my side for this meeting. If you guys got any questions, any query, do let me know related to Chetak that I am recommending to write. Okay, or any other question. No? Anyone in chat box? Fine. So hopefully in the weekend we might meet, or the Monday or Tuesday. Okay, so we will be dealing with ethics. Okay, I will be coming with the certain enrichment kind of classes for the ethics. Yes, Mukesh.
सर जैसे आपने बोला कि टॉपिक पढ़ के ही नोट्स बनाना है उसी टाइम पे, तो पूरा सब्जेक्ट पढ़ के बनाना चाहिए, या फिर आप जैसे गवर्नेंस में तो ट्रांसपेरेंसी पढ़ा नोट्स बनाए?
अरे जो पढ़ रहे हो साथ साथ बनाते रहो ना.
अच्छा,
जो पढ़ रहे हो वो टॉपिक पूरा पढ़ लो. ऐसा नहीं है कि टॉपिक एक लाइन आ गई तो एक लाइन में बना लिया, नहीं, वो टॉपिक तो पूरा पढ़ लो. कितने पेज का टॉपिक हो? 3-4 पेज का. उसके बाद 20 वर्ड नोट करने होंगे मैक्सिमम, उसके साथ मैक्सिमम बोल रहा हूँ मैं। इन जनरल तो 3-4 वर्ड होते हैं टॉपिक में काम के, मोर देन इनफ।
ओके, टॉपिक वाइज ही जाना बेटर है।
हाँ ठीक है, समटाइम्स ऐसा होगा ना, पेपर 1 का कुछ टॉपिक पढ़ रहे हो, फिर पेपर 2 का कुछ टॉपिक पढ़ लिया, तो हमेशा शॉर्ट नोट्स लूज A4 शीट्स पे बनाना, सो दैट यू कैन अरेंज अकॉर्डिंग टू सिलेबस। ठीक है, फाइन, चलो देन, ओके ऑल ऑफ यू, गुड नाइट, सी यू सून इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन।